We kick off the frenzy with York Catholic. They look to get in the win column in their home opener against Camp Hill. The Fighting Irish defense starts off hot. Camp Hill signal caller Drew Brandstetter escapes the pocket, rolls right, tries to find a crossing Mike Chartle, but York Catholic senior Manny Lucina reads it like it's a book and picks it off. Fighting Irish head coach Brad Hayek wants his boys to capitalize. Very next possession, they do just that on the goal line. Fighting Irish QB Lebanon McFadden from the gun runs right into the end zone untouched for the first score of the game. York Catholic up 7-0. Next drive, Lions respond. Brandstetter throws a floater into the end zone. It's good, though. On target. Chartle brings it down. Camp Hill knots it up at 7 apiece. The two teams eventually head to overtime. Tied at 14, the Lions score a game-winning TD after a Fighting Irish field goal. Camp Hill takes it 20-17. Welcome to the high school football frenzy. It is week 2 of the regular season. It's our first ever broadcast on Fox 43.2 for the High School Sports Live team, a new partnership for us that brings you live high school sports. The game of the week is a York Adams Mid-Penn non-conference matchup. Central York follows up their victory at home against Central Dauphin last week with Cumberland Valley in front of friendly faces once again. Central York always a candidate for best sunset. Fast and furious first and second half. In this one, we pick it up 7-6 CV and White. They have the ball. This is not the Eagles you've known for decades. They run a spread offense and throw the ball. Isaac Signs to Caden Pines for the score, 14-6. A little later, Signs, a dual threat option, tucks it and runs up the middle for 6 more, 21-6. The lead grows. Central York then starts to find their rhythm. Nasir still back to throw, immediately looks left and connects with Parker Hines. We've got Signs, Hines, Pines. They're within striking distance. Eagles use a big kick return and a long pass completion, and they're already knocking on the door again. Signs finishes the drive in about 1 minute. I used to say no one scores more 2-yard touchdowns than Cumberland Valley. They still do that, and they can throw. That's dangerous. A Panthers rally in the second half comes up a few points shy. Two good squads in our high school sports live debut game, 35-33. Is the final. And this is just the first of our weekly broadcasts. You'll be able to watch the high school sports live games on a variety of platforms. Comcast 247, Verizon Fios 463, Blue Ridge cable outlets over the air, of course, and on streaming platforms. So check it out. Here's the complete schedule. We focus on what's next. 1 week from tonight, Elizabethtown at Lower Dauphin is the game, and that takes place at Hershey Park Stadium. Of course, half our teams from the area hope to right the ship in week 2 after they fall a little short last week. Alex Cawley has a matchup that includes a strong team trying to get in the win column.
Todd, the Bearcats of York High took on a big challenger in their opener. The Bearcats came up just 1 yard short against Woodland Hills in Chambersburg's Peach Bowl showcase. It's helpful to measure yourself against other top programs. York comes away tested and hungry as they travel to Hempfield tonight. A night game at the Knights' place as Hempfield is hoping for another win over a York County team after topping Dallastown last week. Black Knights will be the first ones on the board. Jackson Landis follows his big guys up front, plowing his way in as Hempfield grabs a 6-0 lead. They're looking for more in the second, inside the 10, the quick out, but David Ward says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." The interception, he has got a long way to go, but the sophomore is going to take this one all the way back. One last cutback, and he scores to tie this game up at 6. Hempfield learned their lesson. Next time, they stay away from him. They're going to find Grant Hoover. He's wearing the right uniform, and he punches it in from 13 yards out to put the Black Knights back on top. York's not done. Sam Stoner finding Ward on the offensive side this time. 26-yard pitch and catch. But in the end, it is Hempfield scoring with 12 seconds left to top York, 35-32. Well, 5.5 miles away, we find Elizabethtown paying J.P. McCaskey a visit in a battle of two 1-0 teams. It's the Bears leading 21-7 at the half. Big reason why is this guy, Logan Lentz. It's like if you combine Jerome Bettis and Mike Allstott. Tallies 3 touchdowns, 1 right here, in addition to his 268 rushing yards on the ensuing kickoff. Elizabethtown keeping it low. Quamik Talton scooping the squib kick, and he is heading left because he has blockers in that direction. The Red Tornado gets the corner. He's heading down the sideline. 73 yards to the house. Has the hopes that that'll swing the momentum in J.P. McCaskey's directions, trailing by just 14. But the Bears, Josh Rudy, wasn't letting this one stay that close. 26-yard dime to Braden Cummings, touchdown Elizabethtown. The Bears are 2-0 with the 50-21 win. Well, the Lake Leb has grown this year, so it's going to be important for teams to separate themselves from one another. Cocalico and Solanco are both coming off impressive wins. Andrew Calista is fresh off the red eye from Purdue with the matchup.
The Golden Mules of Solanco look to kick their way to 2-0 against Lake Leb Cocalico. The former section mates bring the hit sticks in this one. Early on, an Eagles drive ended with a thud from senior linebacker Josiah Foreign. Cocalico, they could bring it too. Tyler Anks with a big shoulder here. This one tight early. You need to avoid the mistake. Bad snap on the Cocalico punt, and Solanco is all over it. Blaine Pastino with the recovery down near the goal line. And Foreign finishes it off with a 2-yard power. 7-zip Mules. Coach Tony Cox wants more defense. Next Cocalico possession, Mule senior linebacker Aiden Herr jumps the route 31 yards. Pick 6. Solanco well in tune. They win the battle of the wing tee offenses 21-7. We keep it in the southeastern realm of District 3 as Pequay Valley hosts Octorara in the Battle of the Braves. The Braves fan ready to go. Second half, Pequay needs to get the offense in gear. Quarterback Peyton Temple on time and on the money over the middle to Dante Petersheim with a big gain and a little pep in the step. Orlando Stoltzfus is a bull with the rock in his hands, but Octorara makes the plays. Mason Culligan with good hands in the secondary and gets a nice return in the Pequay territory. That sets up a great play action by quarterback Braden Wood. Everybody bites. Matthew Mallon wide open for an easy 6. Later on, Colton Foch, jet sweep, and he dives in for a touchdown. 35-zip. The final, Octorara wins the Battle of the Braves. That's all for me. Back to the studio for more Frenzy.
And when we return, Lindsey Barna has all the black and orange you can handle as East Pennsboro and Palmyra strap on the pads. The Frenzy will be right back.